So I'm gonna say it's like in the middle of the road. I'm gonna say it's like high B, low A.
I, in my opinion, I definitely really don't have anything else to add with that. Like you said, the first drop I heard is really amazing. Maritime Soul says it's better than the drop on Steel Vengeance, which I think is pretty astonishing. Like, that airtime must be truly insane for it to be that good. But like you said, it's great, but it meanders around on that middle section, and I think that's definitely kind of a detriment to this thing. So I guess it kind of just depends on what. I guess it just kind of depends on if you don't mind one trick pony. But in my opinion, I think that for a ride to be like super, super up there, it needs more than just one or two tricks to be one or two amazing tricks, that is. So I'm going to say like top of B tier, but it's still a very strong RMC for sure, at least from what it looks like. I haven't ridden it, so I think my true opinion on it, but I'd say top of B probably.
All right, we've put Iron Rattler in the B tier. Moving down, we are at the number 5. This is another new for 2021. That is Jersey Devil Coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure. We've seen construction of this thing so far. We've also seen some like recreation videos and animations. I think it looks to be the best Raptor out there. And I have ridden Railblazer, the Raptor at California's Great America, which we will get to. I think this thing looks to be better, but my one concern is that it has longer trains. And longer trains, usually sometimes they kill the airtime of it. Just a little bit. But the stats look good. It's got a height, it's got the speed, it's got the length. It has 3,000 feet of track, so it's twice as long as the two clones. The inversions look good. The stall looks awesome, and the moments, it doesn't look like it doesn't have as much airtime as the other two, but for the moments it does have airtime, it looks like incredible. I honestly don't know where to put this one. I'm thinking either like same with Iron Rattler, maybe B or A.
Okay, so you're in the Raptors, obviously, so you know more about them than me. But I will say one thing. First off, if rumors are true about Magic Mountain getting a clone of this, which from the rumors of it, from what the pictures you sent me, it is true, then yeah, it's going to be a great ride. But with that being said, there is one issue I think you didn't really go over, and that is I don't know if this ride's going to have the pacing of the other Raptor coasters that you could, like Wonder Woman and Railblazer.
Yeah.
And I say that because it's, again, a bigger ride, and it has that longer train, like you mentioned. So I think because of that, the transitions aren't going to be as extreme. But then again, it still looks like an absolutely outstanding ride. Definitely one of the best RMCs for sure. And I could definitely see this being either top of B or bottom of B here for sure.
I'll put it in B for now. Because of because of the fact we don't really know much. Whoops, we got an ad pop up for so just because we don't know that much, so we'll put it in the B for now. We could be completely wrong. Anyway. Next up, we have one of the first RMCs on this list that I have actually ridden myself. That is Joker at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. People have called this the weakest RMC. I have ridden this ride. I'm probably going to have to agree with that statement. But for me, at least, there are, in my opinion, there are weaker looking RMCs out there than this. But out of the 4 that I've written, soon to be 5, this has been the weakest, but it's still in my top 10. It's one of the most fun rides I've ridden, and it probably has the best inversions of any of the RMCs that I have ridden. But because of it doesn't have the intensity factor that the others do. So because of the global issue, I almost want to put this in, like, it seems kind of a sin with any RMC to do so. Either low B or high C.
Okay, so I actually didn't know that this ride had that great of inversions. Like, I thought the inversions looked really good, but dang, like, which inversion were you talking about, by the way?
I am talking about...
Are you just saying the inversions in general?
The inversions in general, but mostly I am talking about that overbanking corkscrew on after the first drop. By the way, that first drop is awesome. That twisting drop straight into that overbanking inversion. Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that element looks really great for sure.
But by the way, according to RCDB, it's called the step up underflip.
Okay. Yeah, that looks like a really sick element. But yeah, I think this is definitely one of the weaker looking RMCs for sure. Not the weakest, but I also don't think it really competes with coasters like Iron Rattler, which obviously belong in like the B tier, and it certainly doesn't compete with Haikyuga and Iron Quasi either. So I'm gonna say top of B or bottom of B, like you said.
All right, well, we got to come to a decision. So what do you want to put it in, B or C?
I'm gonna say C, just because some RMCs have to go in C, unfortunately.
Agreed. So,
but it's still a great ride, though, for sure.
Joker is going in C. By the way, this is my number 9 in my top 10. It's still a fantastic ride. But next up on this list is a ride that is probably my favorite behind I-305. It's my number 2. It's the best RMC I've ridden. It's the best wooden coaster I've ridden. You probably know what I'm talking about. That is the Lightning Rod at Dollywood. What a fantastic roller coaster. Holy crap. This thing, I think I have to put it in S. The launch is great. That first drop into the wilderness is so it's expected, but it's like there's nothing. You don't see anything because you're out in the wilderness. So when you're going through those sweeping overbank turns, those twist and shout element, you don't even realize you're going through it until you get to the glorious quad down, which leaves bruises like on your thighs from how intense that airtime is. It's just probably it's the best airtime I've ever experienced on any coaster. It's the best wooden coaster I've ridden. I think it's the best wooden coaster out there. I think this thing goes in the S tier. I think we have our first S tier coaster.
Yeah, S tier for sure. Quad down's amazing. Drop's amazing. That's a great setting. I can only imagine what a night ride on this thing is. Did you ever get to experience this at night?
I did. I got it right at dusk. Sun just set. It wasn't entirely night, but it was dark enough. So the trees were casting shadows, and it was insane. It was totally amazing. I loved it. So we're gonna put it in S. Lightning Rod just belongs in the S category. It's a fantastic roller coaster and a fantastic theme park, I must say. So
yeah, Dollywood looks really good. That's definitely one of my That's definitely one of the theme parks I want to visit the most now that I've been to Busch Gardens. And of course the Norcal theme park. But yeah, Dollywood looks amazing.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love Dollywood. All right, moving on. We're going down way south. We're going out of the country of USA. We're going to Mexico, to Six Flags Mexico for Medusa Steel Coaster. This is one that you hear great things about, but like it's kind of one that you almost gloss over, but you hear amazing things about it. I think this one I think from the POVs I've seen and just hearing what everybody has to say, I think we have a contender for A, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely an A tier coaster for sure. I'd say this, out of all the RMCs, this one is definitely, I want to say top 5 in terms of pacing. But let's not forget, it's got a great first drop that, it has one of those barrel roll first drops, which is truly great. Like, it's twisted timbers, it's great on Storm Chaser, absolutely fantastic element. It's just, and it has so many low to the ground style turns. and its airtime looks like it leaves tons of bruises. So yeah, A tier for sure.
All right, A tier. All right, moving on. We are in the. I think we're now at the number 10 spot. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, this is the number 9. 9. We have the very first RMC New Texas Giant. Now this one has also been up for controversy. People have ranked this as the weakest. People have ranked this middle as the road. Some people have even ranked this like number 12 or something. So people love this ride. I think it, in my opinion, this is gonna probably cause some controversy. I think it's the weakest RMC. I think the drop is the best part. The overbanks look great. Like, it looks like it's gonna give some amazing air. All of these RMCs do. I think this is like, if you haven't ridden that many RMCs, this is definitely like a competitor for your top 10 or top 20. But the airtime for me, it's just like there's not as much. It's kind of like with Goliath. But with Goliath, that has, I think, more unique elements that set it apart. And I think it has a better drop. But New Texas Giant, I think, still looks like an amazing ride. I'm not hating on it. I think I would love to get out and ride New Texas Giant. But I think it's the weakest RMC.
I agree. I definitely think it's the weakest RMC too, just because it doesn't have, like, it has no inversion, which is unfortunate, but it's got some great overbank turns. Airtime looks great, especially that double up after the first drop. Holy moly, that looks good. I've got those tunnel sections, which look really great as well. But with that being said, I still think it's the weakest RMC. Out of every RMC that, I mean, a lot of people say that all the RMCs are top 100 in the world, but some people do leave off this one for a reason. So I can sort of see that, and I can see why. But yeah, I think this is definitely the worst RMC, but still try.